Hello lovely people, this is Robin D, also known as Emergency99, and today I want to talk about an app that is called Maps.me or Maps.me or Mapswithme, however. So this is advertised on all the platforms as an offline map app. So a map you could download when you want to go on holiday but don't have any network reception there, that you have maps on your iPhone or Android or whatever. And yeah, do not need to have an internet connection, which can be quite helpful. The problem with this app is that it is not only an offline maps app. It is, and if you're not thinking about changing anything on the map, then this is alright. But as soon as you want to change a node or add a new point of interest to you, the app will actually ask you if you want to log in. Now, the first time you do this will still be a quite decent small pop-up. The problem about this pop-up is it has got two things you can choose, either send or cancel. And obviously, when you are looking at such a common prompt after you clicked a save button, you think, well, cancel means nothing is gonna happen and it's not gonna work, and send means I get to do what I want after some time. So there, a lot of people will, without reading the prompt, click on send. Then they are prompted to log in with either Facebook, Google, or an OpenStreetMap account. So they surely choose Facebook or Google as their login. If they do this, then there will be a OpenStreetMap account created with their information from Facebook or Google, and the changes that they make on the Maps.me app will be uploaded to the OpenStreetMap. Now that is a slight problem, because when you're using an offline map, you are not thinking that this map will actually upload things to the internet in the first place. And on the other hand, you might add things like coffee with Aunt Augusta and here live my neighbors and whatever. And that is not really useful on the OpenStreetMap. Now I will show you some screenshots that I took from the German version of the app, because I can't get the English language thing to work. So when you first edit a node, then there is this prompt which kind of asks you, do you want to send this to all users? Which is a bit of strange wording. I don't know how it's in the English version, but yeah, in German it's wollen Sie an alle Benutzer senden, which sounds just stupid. I guess there was some translation software involved, because otherwise that wouldn't have come out so strangely. And then it tells you that you should make sure that there are no personal data, what you have just done. Well, I guess if you're using an offline map, you are going to have personal data in there. Like, that's my house, or here I live, or whatever. So yeah. And then it says that they will check the changes. And if they have any further questions, then they will contact you by mail. And then those two buttons with cancel and send. And yeah, you are possibly just gonna see the buttons, gonna click on send, and then you are taken to a green login screen, which states that you should sign in so that other users can see your changes. Now, when you think about this, you think possibly that this app, like a lot of apps, have an own network, and you will be sharing the things you map in that network. And you think, well, I can later click on private or something and that won't be a big problem. Below it really small reads, no account with OpenStreetMap, register. But as you can also sign in with Google or Facebook, you will immediately go like, ah yes, I have a Google account, I'm just gonna sign in with that one. And that is the problem, because as soon as you do that, an OpenStreetMap account will be created for you. And if you then edit a node, so those are the points of interest or whatever you can call them, you will see that it says that your change suggestions will be sent to OpenStreetMap. It says that down here. But which user reads the small text that is not in color? No one. So this app is not doing a lot actually in that sense to actually tell the user what they are actually doing with the things that the user adds to the map. So I had in the last few weeks and months, so really in the summer holiday season, a lot of nodes where there were changes which just didn't make sense, where someone added a hotel node on the street beside a hotel, or where a Russian user added a bus stop somewhere that was named machine here. And first I was really confused and asked the people just what they were doing, and then they said, well, we are using this offline maps app that seemingly has changed something here. And then I looked a bit more and saw that there were a lot of edits that people with this maps app had done that seemingly were not supposed to actually be on the OpenStreetMap. So I am going to write a mail to the developers of this app that what they are doing here is just dumping everything on the OpenStreetMap servers. This is literally what they are doing, and I do not believe that they check this beforehand, because I put in a note where I live that I called Coffee with Aunt Augusta and uploaded this through the app, and this ended up in the OpenStreetMap. Like, yeah, they seemingly do not check at all what they send on to the servers. Also, when you then want to delete a node, you are only creating a note on the OpenStreetMap with an automated message that says that this place is no longer open, and that then a maps.me user has marked it as for deletion. There are also a lot of those nodes all over Vienna. Yesterday, another user kind of took care of all of those wrong edits, but he didn't write a mail to everyone who did one, because yeah, then he would still be sitting there next week. So this app is seemingly really a problem, not only in Austria, but seemingly all over the world, as this app is marketed as an offline maps app. And I have had offline maps before when I was in Rome and in Dublin, and I used them to mark our hotel with a node, to mark a certain bus stop with a node that I can find back there, and to just mark also something when I was at home but didn't have any network connection to get there. And this is what you do with an offline map. You do not do the thing that is good for the OpenStreetMap, like edit it properly. You just add your nodes that you need to find, and so you don't mind if the hotel is already added. You are gonna go like, yeah, the hotel is about here, I'm gonna add this. So I guess that the sum of people that know about the OpenStreetMap and that use maps.me is, so the kind of sum of people that have both is really small. Like, people who use maps.me have no idea what the OpenStreetMap is, and people who use the OpenStreetMap would not use maps.me, at least for editing the OpenStreetMap or something, they wouldn't. So yeah, if you are using maps.me, do not sign in. If you have already signed in the app, go to settings, go to profile and sign out, and never sign in again. The problem here is you are going to be prompted with every change to the map that you make that you should log in. You will have to dismiss this message every time, because if you log in, then your changes will end up on the OpenStreetMap, and you might end up getting a mail from me telling you that that is not supposed to be. So yeah. So please, if you make changes in maps.me, do not sign in with Google or Facebook or to the OpenStreetMap, except if you really want that every change that you make on this app gets online. for everyone to see. So if you're mapping your house with your name and you upload that, then everyone in the whole world, well, maybe not in North Korea and maybe not in China, but anywhere else can see your name on the map and where you live. And I don't think you actually want this. So better don't do this. If you honestly want to edit the OpenStreetMap, there are other apps available. I'm going to link some of that in the description. So for iOS, I know there is this app called Go Map, which is quite good if you are adding addresses, shops, or new buildings, and you are going around with your phone and using that as your GPS and add new nodes that haven't been there, like, yeah, shops. This is what I do at the moment sometimes. Then this app is good. If you want to edit some more complicated things like streets, where there will be also routes and bus routes and whatever, then you should use your computer for that. And there is the JOSM, the Java OpenStreetMap editor, which is really good. So you can really change a lot of things with that, and yeah, which you couldn't change with the Go Map app. Now with Maps.me you can screw a lot of things up, basically. I mean, you can't change streets, I think. So this is a kind of good thing, but you can take basically a bus station and drag it somewhere completely else, where it shouldn't be, and that's not too good. That can also happen to you on some simpler editors. I might just make another video about that at some point, but for now, yeah, maps.me or maps.me or Mapswithme, as it was seemingly called back in the day on iOS, is not the best thing, because it will kind of get you to log in, and when you log in, all of your changes that you've made will be uploaded to the OpenStreetMap, and yeah, that is not good. That's not what you want, and that's not what the contributors to the OpenStreetMap that actually add useful stuff want, and you don't want to be that person that adds not useful stuff. So yeah, better stay away from this app till there is a useful update that actually stops this whole uploading to OpenStreetMap. Because if they say it's an offline map, then bloody it should be. It should not communicate with any network except for downloading maps. So yeah, the other version, if you want to use this app, only have it on when you are in flight mode and have no network. Anyways, that's maybe also a way to go, but that's just a workaround around what this stupid app actually does when you have once logged in. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. I am also going to write a small blog post about that, and I hope that this company that develops this app in the future will not screw up things so badly as they seemingly do with this app. Anyway, yeah, thank you for listening, and I hope you now know a bit about how to handle this app, or not to handle it at all, if you don't want everything to end up online. And you'll hear me soon. Bye bye.